Certainly, Italy have come almost out of nowhere. They weren't considered favourites ahead of this tournament, and yet, they finished with one of the best records, most goals scored, very few conceded. James, Italy, we said deserved winners, but what do you think has been the key to the Azzurri success?
The key to the success, there's this spark that we saw come into them, isn't there, from the start of the tournament? We've spoken about it before. When they came in, they weren't favourites. Straight away, they quickly were. You could quickly see how far we were going. And we were already talking about that streak of unbeaten games and how far they could go and how far it would be, how to what a record they would reach if they went on to win the tournament. Clearly, they've done that. And the strength lies clearly. I mean, Mancini has reformed the team. He's reformed everything about an Italian team. It's just nothing that we've seen like before. And the improvements have been massive. We look over the last years and with them missing out on major tournaments. And today, clearly, they know what they're doing. They're a team. I would say, for me, one of the strengths for England is how composed they are. Italy, I don't think has quite so much composure. Sometimes you see them kind of fall out of sync a little bit. Seem to worry as they were tonight. That kind of shifted around, obviously. But clearly what lies in there's a spark. Every player knows what he's doing and knows what the other one's doing. When he brings other players in, they know what their position is on the field, and things continue in that way. So he's clearly got this is something that we're going to continue to see of obviously some players who won't be part of it. We can think obviously of the defensive line which is getting very, very old. But let's see how that holds up. But for the rest of it, I mean, especially in front, we've seen some star players come out as well. We've seen Wembley, we've seen Chiesa, we've seen Insigne, and it's been a brilliant tournament. Even before winning the final, Mancini had won this tournament in terms of Italy's. I think for the fans back home, getting this far has been a success for him because you could not have done worse than what happened before. He's come in, he's taken the role, obviously after having some tricky times before that at home, but he's made a massive, massive success of it. And so Italians are right to be very, very glad. And I'm sure, just for England, good things are to come with this team.
Well, we heard Giorgio Chiellini, funnily enough, before the game, Ruben, say you needed to have a cool head to win, but you also needed to show heart and passion. And we saw exactly those two different sides of the Italian team in this match.
Yeah, especially the second half. You saw that at one point they were feeling that there was the opportunity to score that equalizer, and they were they had the power to push on. And what James also rightly says, it's also like it's a title of offensive football of Italy. I think that's really positive. I mean, when we talk Italian football in general, it was always defensive, negative. We're now in a new era, I would say. And it's impressive because Chiellini and Bonucci are still there, but the whole team around them is now moving forwards. And that's really pleasant to watch. And like you say, it was at one point, they knew how to face Wembley, which wasn't easy because the atmosphere was brilliant, I would say. But at the same time, when there were those penalties, they also knew how to compose themselves, to come back to where, just to be calm at the end and finish it off. Same time, the coolest, Jorginho missed his penalty. So we can say it was a little bit lucky as well.
Well, we've had all the analysis.